as a patient or a user, whichever way you want to describe it. It's a way of teaching them, and they can see our user goes through every day of his life or her life, whichever the case. And also he can see the carers from the carer's point of view. And it's a good way of them learning. In fact, over the last 8 years or so, I've had students come up to me later and said, "Hello, when I remember you." Because we also do the home visits where the medical students come to your house for a couple of hours and talk about what you've had done medically, how you cope with it, how the carer copes with it, etc. So it's a very, very good learning curve for them. Whether you want to be a nurse or a doctor or a speech therapist or whatever, if you can see somebody and that's had something done, user or carer, and listen to them, I think it's a big help in the days to come when they hope to qualify or whatever. It's, as I said before, it's a very good learning curve.
The experiences I've gained throughout my life is what I bring back to students. Not only my journey with my brothers and the involvement that I have with professionals, but other things that I've done, like the community work I've done, is what I bring to. And the title that I've been given is care educator. So I like to be able to go in and say to students, I'm here to talk about my journey and I'm a care educator. And the feedback I get from students is wonderful. It's the empathy that they get from me of the work that I do with my brothers, which is the most important thing, especially the students that are social workers, because it's important for them to be able to have real life experiences, day-to-day experiences. I mean, situations change all the time. So to have that first-hand experience of a life situation is really, really good, and it makes me feel positive that the new social workers, the future social workers, are well informed and have had that experience from service users and carers, so they will go out into the community prepared and maybe think about my situation, that some of the stuff that I related to them, that they'll think, well, of course I said this and this is how we really need to behave, or this is what we should be thinking about. So have that in the back of the mind. It'll make me feel really good that I've imparted that kind of information over to the social work students.
I've developed a teaching session to teach, as I say, students, whether it be social work students or health students, the importance of developing a mindful appreciation and understanding of their own mental health, and seeing this as being a vital personal and professional thing that they have to do, because it astonishes me that this hasn't been taught in the past. And we're training people to do a very demanding, stressful job, certainly as a social worker, and other healthcare jobs as well, like nursing. So we should really be equipping them as best we can with the means to cope with the stress that they are inevitably going to face. It's so important for students to learn the lived experience that other people have, the perspectives and understandings I have. I mean, I can honestly say I learned far more from an acute mental breakdown I had 13 years ago about acute mental distress than I had in all my years working as a mental health social worker, because of that lived personal experience, how horrendous that experience is. That no amount of academic teaching can give you the insights and understandings of having been there yourself through it and the experience of it. So I think this is where users and carers provide a vital educational link in giving their perspectives and understandings across of lived experience.
Being involved with the university has given me the opportunity to be able to come in to talk to student nurses and student social workers about my lived experience as a carer, which deals with all aspects of the experience that I've had as a carer, and also as a campaigner for carers' rights. I just feel passionate about it because I know that the students that I'm speaking to are the future nurses, are our future social workers, and whatever they can take away from my experiences, for them to be able to look at policies and and services provided and make them better in the future, then I feel that that's all been worthwhile.